kills me.
Well, why would they be saying that then? Why would they be saying that?
I don't see my kids. I don't know. Why have you been accused more than once or twice of coaching him?
I'm not coaching. Did you take out lie detector tests? That's what I would like to know.
I've done nothing wrong.
Okay, Pamela, it's good to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
You say you hate to see these children go through the same abuse you endured.
That is correct.
You're currently not following court orders.
That is correct, as of July 3rd.
Right, so it's been many months that you've been in violation of court orders, which means you're in contempt of court.
Yes.
So you say you're currently facing jail time for being in contempt of court.
That is correct.
Tell me how that protects your children from abuse.
Last time, July 3rd, he got so mad at them that he told them to get the out of the house. He locked them out for over an hour, and they hid under the steps and cried. What good mother would send their kids back to that house?
Well, that wasn't my question. My question is, okay, you're going to jail. He's the biological father.
That's correct.
So doesn't that take their one protector out of the game, and he now has unfettered control and access to the children?
Yeah, he would. But we were trying to work on DCS, working with the kids, trying to get this all worked out. And they have failed us. The counselors have failed us. And no one will speak for my children.
Well, I get that, but explain your strategy to me here. Listen, I'm trained as a forensic psychologist.
Yes.
I've worked in the court system most of my professional career.
Yeah.
As a litigation consultant, trial scientist. I've been appointed by the court to evaluate fitness of parents, custody situations like this. You're going to jail.
Correct.
I mean, if we don't resolve something here, I mean, you're going to jail.
Yes.
Because when a judge says do A, and you say,
right.
And you don't do it, not once, not twice, not three times, but he had visitation every other weekend.
That's correct.
Unsupervised. And it's been 7 months. So that's 14 times that you violated the court order.
That's correct.
Each one of those an individual infraction. How does that protect your children is what I'm asking you.
It doesn't protect my children.
Then why did you do that?
I can't send them when they're getting thrown out of their house, finding and everything that they're going through. I can't put my kids in harm's way and be okay with that.
Well, if those are the only two choices, send them or go to jail, that's a paper tiger, though. Those aren't the only two options. There are other options, but you're setting up as these are bipolar opposites here. But what are you going to do now? You go to court in 9 days, right? So if you go to court in 9 days and you go to jail for, I don't know, 90 days, 60 days, whatever, how does that... I'm confused.
Right. It doesn't help, but we've been trying to build a case.
You've called the cops, you've filed reports, you've called DCS, and all 5 times they've evaluated him, and they've responded, they investigated, and every single time they found the allegations unsubstantiated.
That's correct.
Not once, not twice, not 3 times, not 4 times, but 5 times they found the allegations to be unsubstantiated.
Well, I don't think my kids are lying to me when I pick them up and they tell me all of this.
That's not the point. The point is you want to win.
Right.
And winning means protecting your children. So you want to do something where you can stay in a position to protect them.
Right, and that's what I've tried to do. I tried to do the counseling, all the documentation. They even called DCS, and they've made several of those reports themselves.
Who?
DCS did, the counselors.
Okay, Pamela says she hasn't let Justin be alone with her children since July, when she claims he screamed profanity at them and locked them out of his house. Now, Justin says that's just a lie. He says Pamela is out for revenge and using their children as pawns to get back at him. Now, we're going to meet Justin after the break, and later we offered both of these parents the opportunity to take a polygraph. Did they accept? You're not going to want to miss that. We'll be right back.
One time during a visit, Justin held my 7-year-old underwater. Justin was playing in the pool with the kids. He was playing around with her, and she said something to make him mad. He grabbed her and dunked her and held her underwater. It scared my 7-year-old so bad that he was even trying to hit him to make him stop. Immediately, I knew that it was Justin's temper again. Justin was questioned about being in the pool with the children, and he totally denied even being in the pool with them.
Well, Pamela says she will do whatever it takes to protect her 3 children from their father, Justin, who she believes is dangerous. Now, Justin says Pamela has brainwashed his children against him and knows for a fact she has coached their stories of abuse. Now, Justin says when it comes to being part of his children's lives, it's Pamela's world, and he's just living in it.
Pamela is brainwashing my kids and putting stories of abuse in their heads. They're all lies. I've never abused my children. Pamela has accused me of abusing my children for the last 3 years. Last summer, I was accused of hurting my daughter's arm. We played around in the car, nothing was ever hurt, she never cried. Another time, Pamela accused me of dunking my daughter's head under the water. I didn't hurt any of my kids. We had a great day. Pam has filed a case to the DCSF. DCSF found these accusations false. I know Pamela for a fact has been caught coaching my kids in the past. The court-appointed attorney for the kids said for the age of my kids, what came out of their mouths, there's no way without being coached that could be said by a young child. The judge took my 3 children back to his chambers, talked to them, came out, said, Pamela, you are coaching your children. Now her only way of revenge is to use the kids as pawns against me. Now Pamela is once again breaking our court order and facing jail time. I have not seen my children for visitation in over 5 months. I'm fed up with it. Pam is hurting my relationship with my kids. When I see my kids, their eyes light up. They're happy to see me. They love me. We always have fun together.
I just want to have a relationship that father and kids are supposed to have. Baseball games, camping, Little League, gymnastics.
Pam has taken time with my kids. I'll never be able to get back the time that she stole from me. All I want to do is see my kids grow up. I miss my kids.
Okay, so we don't know who's telling the truth yet. We don't know if there's coaching or not. But Dr. Phil is absolutely right that this is a terrible strategy to defy the court order and keep him away from his kids and not allow him visitation. Because if he is actually abusive and she's telling the truth, then, like Dr. Phil said, what's going to happen if she gets arrested and goes to jail? It's just like very short-sighted, and it's just strange to me that she thinks that's a good strategy. And I wonder why she would do that if the goal is to not get arrested, because it sounds like she's on her way. She's well on her way to making that a reality. I just want to know what her thinking is and why she would make such an impulsive choice.
Justin, thank you for being here.
Thank you for having me.
Are you abusing these children?
Not at all, no.
What do you do when you're angry? Just typically. I don't mean with your kids.
I
but
mean,
what
I
do you do?
honestly don't really get angry. I mean, I don't get angry. If I get angry, I'm usually just to myself. I mean, I live by myself. I'm always to myself.
Wow, why did I file any reports?
What's that?
Why would I have filed any reports and you go to jail?
7 years ago, Pam, is a different story than...
Is it?
The older you get, the more you realize not everything is so bad as you think it is.
Well, how old were you when you sent this text on August 22nd of this year? You said, Justin, you say, I'm so blanking done with your non-co-parenting ass. Grow the blank up and be the co-parent your kids need. You are always causing problems, have been since I left your fat ass. You never asked me to co-parent till recently when you tried to make people believe your lies. Justin, wow, you word. Off, you controlling. That seems a little hot under the collar to me.
It was a text.
I can't co-parent with that.
I don't call her and like let her know, or don't say that in front of my kids. But I was upset. I mean, after.
So are you just a keyboard bully?
I guess you could say that. At there I was, yeah.
What do you hope to gain by that?
Just to
You're going to court, you think, okay, I'm going to create me some good evidence here?
No.
Well, how do you think that plays in court?
It doesn't look good for me. But also, after 7 years of dealing with it, you get so tired of it, you wish something would happen. You just wish.
7 years. You weren't even around. You didn't even raise them. You have no pictures of you with your babies. None.
Where was I at?
You tell me. Oh, let's look at your Facebook. Partying, ball games, drinking, bars.
Well, he was very upfront with us that earlier in his life, he was not proud of the way he lived, but he says he's making every effort to modify that now. Do you think he's made no progress?
When my kids come back and they tell me these stories, it lets me know the priorities aren't where they're supposed to be.
Well, you're not his mother. I'm just asking
Right.
you. You don't think he's made
No,
any progress at
no,
all?
I don't.
So that's just totally non-credible to me. All right, next.
Yeah.
Pamela claims Justin has held her oldest daughter's head underwater, and on another occasion twisted her arm so hard her child heard a pop Justin says DCS has completed 5 different investigations of abuse in 4 years, and every single time the abuse claims are unsubstantiated. We talked about that. We're going to talk more after the break.
One New Year's Eve, Justin didn't come home for about 2 days. He ended up pushing me, hitting me in front of my kids, and then pouring a whole glass of juice over my head. And the kids saw everything. Justin grabbed all of his stuff, and he was on a rampage in the house. Justin ended up getting arrested and put in jail for over 30 days. He was saying all the right things to make us think things were going to change and was actually going to get better. He manipulated me, and I bailed him out of jail. And I feel stupid for believing him.
Well, Pamela says she endured emotional, verbal, and physical abuse throughout her 6-year relationship with Justin. She says Justin even spent 30 days in jail for domestic assault. She filed a complaint and put him there. Justin says his relationship with Pamela was not abusive, and she is only accusing him of hurting their children out of bitterness for their failed relationship. So what were these allegations that were filed? Let's just take a look at this and see what you are accused of on 5 different occasions. In 2012, you supposedly locked the kids in the house while at the laundromat. In 2013, your daughter supposedly spilled SpaghettiOs, and you grabbed her by the hair, spanked her, threw her in the shower. On 6/26 of 16, you dunked your daughter's head underwater and held her there. 3/28/17, you twisted your daughter's arm behind her back. One of her siblings heard something pop. 7/3/17, you locked the kids out of the house for an hour. Okay, and every one of these allegations were investigated by DCS and found unsubstantiated.
Correct.
Okay, not one of those, was there any evidence that they found reached even a preponderance of evidence.
Correct.
Why do you think that is?
I think that the system just doesn't work correctly with the kids one-on-one to figure out really what's going on. They pretty much said that I would have to have like a picture of this happening or a film of this happening. Even the report from the medical report said that her arm was spraying. I took her to the hospital that very night, and her little brother was kicking in a moving vehicle, trying to kick him to get him to stop, because he said he thought that he was going to break his sissy's arm. And I mean, the medical report was right there. It was that night, and they said, well, how do we know that that didn't happen somewhere else and it wasn't in the car when that happened and she got it spraying?
Well, that's right. That's a good question. Kids play, they fall, they're rough and tumble, they run, they fall, they skin their knees, they do things, and it's a very serious allegation.
We were in a hot tub when I was supposedly dunking my daughter's head underwater. She's 4 foot tall. We're in a little hot tub, and we're having fun. And this is a supervised visit why this is going on. This isn't by myself. We're at a supervised visit at her mom's house. So if this happens at her mom's house, does my daughter not run in and tell her grandma?
Wait, so are you saying you were in the pool or you were in the hot tub?
I told Sia.
Were you in the hot tub? Are you saying you were in the hot tub?
I told everybody I was in the hot tub.
Oh, okay, because the police report says that you said that you were in it.
I didn't talk to the police. The only person I talked to was CPS. That is a lie.
That is not. It's on documentation.
In the CPS report?
Yes, it is.
I do not believe it, because I was sitting right there on the side of I was with them. We were playing. We were in a hot tub. I mean, 2 foot of water. There is no way that I dunked. That is a straight lie.
He told us he was in the hot tub.
I know. I mean, I haven't lied about it.
He told DCS and the detective that he wasn't. And that's what the detective thought that was really odd, was that.
Well, who was the supervisor?
Her
of this
mom.
visit?
My parents were at the time.
But yeah, they thought I was a good enough parent to not come out and watch me. I mean,
They were trying to give you alone time.
But a supervised visit, Pam, that's what you wanted. If you wanted it, why didn't you follow through with it? Because once again, it's Pam's world. Whatever she
Not at all.
wants, she gets.
You're saying that he held her underwater with a threat of her drowning?
And nobody, your mom
And your mother didn't notice?
Or she didn't call the cops on me?
No,
Why didn't she call the cops, Pam?
because she didn't
Because
see it
you
all
lied.
happen.
You lied.
I never lied.
You lied.
No.
Well, did she go in to your mother and say, help me, help me?
No, she said that she was scared. And when she came back to the house, that's when she told me.
That's like you
But
say
she
that
didn't
she's
tell your mother he tried to drown me out there?
No, not at that time. She did not.
That's kind of odd.
It's odd that you were in the tub now.
It is odd that you would ask me to move back in a month ago with you if I'm so abusive.
No, I asked you what you did just to see what you would actually say.
Oh,
No, to see. Like, what do you need? You need a place to stay. You moved 5 hours away from your kids, and I hear this barking of me co-parenting.
because
I'm
I
like, what
broke,
do you need?
I broke
Do you need-
both my
do you
feet
need-
and my arm,
You're
Pam.
on a roof with flip-flops. I have to think about every single thing I do.
Accidents happen.
Don't work on a roof with
Accidents
flip-flops.
happen.
Be
Accident-
responsible.
This is just recently, you say, what do you need help with, Justin? Do you need to stay here for a month or two to get on your feet while creating a good relationship with your kids? You invited him to move in?
That would have never happened.
What were you pulling for?
To see what he actually wanted, and that's what it is. He wants to be back in. He wants to be back in with me and my family.
You were baiting him?
I was.
Good to know. Next, Justin claims Pamela is coaching their children and brainwashing them into making false accusations of abuse. Well, we spoke to their children. You're going to want to hear what they have to say right after the break.
Yo, that's wild. Yeah, she's losing so much credibility right now. It is absolutely ridiculous to claim that she's just testing him to see if he wants to move back in. Why are you offering to move this man back in? Now I'm thinking she still has feelings for him. Now I'm thinking she wants to get back together with him, because if he's so abusive, why do you want him in the home with you and your children that you also refuse to let him see? It makes no sense.
He just locked us out of the house. There was a lot of cars going like past us. When we were driving, he got mad at me. He took my arm and twisted it.
The children are currently diagnosed from their counselor with PTSD. It's also documented that my children have nightmares because of the things that they are experiencing at their father. I hear them waking up with nightmares sometimes to come into my room. They like spending time and seeing their dad, but they feel uncomfortable with spending the night and staying long periods. Now, if you were to mention that you're gonna go stay with your dad, they would break down and cry.
Well, Pamela claims Justin has been abusive to their children ever since they separated in 2012. Now, among the accusations, she says Justin has locked their kids out of the house, left them alone in the house, and once threw their oldest daughter in the shower after she spilled SpaghettiOs. With every guest, we shoot sit-down interviews. Now, when Pamela arrived to shoot hers, she had the 3 children with her, and she refers to them as my children, not our children, but my children. And unprompted, all 3 of them approached our producer, eager to be interviewed. That doesn't happen, but it happened this time. I mean, here's what they had to say.
What happened the last time you saw your dad?
He locked us out in the house for like an hour and 30 minutes, and was crying on the bike, and me and was crying under the stairs, and we were afraid that someone would come and get us. We were mad and he wanted to take a shower and some privacy, but we were like, Dad, we could stay in the living room and be quiet. He's like, no, and he just locked us out of the house. There was a lot of cars going like past us. There was also a lot of people walking on the road. He slapped in the bed like 1,000 times, and like we were scared because he was slapping her very hard, and we could hear from the living room to our room, and it was like really scary. Then he smacked me, and after he got done smacking us, I went in her room, and she went in her room, and we got on the bed and we cried.
What do you say about that?
First off, I don't even have any cars to go by my house. I live in the country. It just seems preposterous. I don't know. The only time I've ever locked my kids, when I come out of the bathroom and I'm getting ready to get, dressed, I will lock the bathroom door. Therefore, they can't come in when I'm not appropriate. Other than that, I have never locked my kids out of my house.
Well, I Googled your house, and there's no traffic going by, that's for sure.
No. So, I mean, where are the cars?
And I Googled the profile of your house, and there aren't any steps to hide under.
No.
So, I mean, there are steps to your house, but you can't get 3 kids under them.
No, there's 4 steps, that's it.
Now, Pamela and Justin's 3 children had a lot more to say. Let's take a look at what else they had to say.
When we were swimming, my dad took me by my feet, and he kept pushing me up and down, and like he was going to drown me. And I told him to stop, and he wouldn't. So I smacked him. When we were in the car, we were driving, we were playing around and stuff. He got mad at me. He took my arm and twisted it. Yeah, and it was really hurting. I was crying. She was like, ow, Dad, stop it. In the car, he hurt her knee also. Yeah, and he squeezes like that.
Do you want to see your dad?
No. I want to see him, but I don't. Visit him for like. But I don't want to go like stay with him. I don't want to see him. I don't want to spend the night either. Not even one day.
What do you think about that?
Kills me.
Why would they be saying that then? Why would they be saying
Damn,
that?
I don't see my kids. I don't know. Why have you been accused more than once or twice of coaching him?
I'm not coaching. Did you take that lie detector test? That's what I would like to know.
I've done nothing wrong.
What he's referring to is there was an ad litem appointed in this case, and here's what the ad litem had to say. Both parents love their children very much. They need to stop arguing over the children, involving the children in adult matters. There is no evidence of any present substance abuse. Justin is serious about his commitment to being more involved parent. I believe Pamela is sharing too much information with the children. I find it of great concern that the children all reported stories of Justin's actions to me in the same order, in the same detail when I met with them. This is not mere coincidence. Children do not work that way. The children have been coached, in my opinion, and that is unacceptable. What do you say about that?
They have not. I have not coached my children. This is things that my children have told me.
I've worked with a lot of kids over the years. Those kids have been coached. I'm not saying by you. I'm really not. I don't know whether you coached them or somebody else did, or whether they've heard things, phone calls, conversations you might have had with somebody else. But those children are reciting a story. And I'm not saying you planted the story. I'm really not, Pam. But don't you think it's odd that they tell this the way they do?
No, because they experienced it. So it wasn't odd with me.
If they experience it, children at that age, with that level of development and cognitive efficiency and maturity, they don't tell it in a rote fashion. They'd be all over the chart. And they're telling that like a waiter giving you the specials. Really, that doesn't mean she's coached them, but that's not typical.
I just thought it was because they experienced it, that they just knew the details of it.
Yeah.
There's no cars at my house, so what kind of details is that, Pam? I mean, that right there.
Listen, I don't know
If you would
where you
co-parent
live.
and talk to me, we could figure these things out.
Do you see how you talk to me?
Yes. How I text you, I'm sorry, yes.
I'm sorry, how you text me.
Yes.
Make sure you try to correct me, okay? Do you see how you text me?
I see that you two have a lot of unfinished emotional business, is what I see. Next, we asked both of these parents to take polygraph tests. Were they willing to do it, and if so, what were the results? We're going to find out right after the break, and I'm going to tell these two what I think they need to do, and they desperately, desperately need to hear what I have to say, because this is getting ready to go way off the rails.
So I guess there we have it. Dr. Phil himself says that it sounds like the kids have been coached. We have this third party that says the kids have definitely been coached. I don't know anything about this topic, so I wouldn't be able to tell the difference myself just by watching. The details that don't add up, like the kids saying the car's whizzing by, but there are no cars near his property, that certainly sounds like evidence of coaching. The whole thing of like kids not being able to fit under the stairs. The mom's credibility is really in the gutters right now, and it's just heartbreaking seeing the dad sit there and listen to his children say, I don't want to see my dad, I don't want to stay with him, and he's on the verge of tears. So now I'm really curious to see what's going to happen with this polygraph test. I guess the first question is going to be, do both of these people take it, right? Because we don't know that. And then what are these results going to be? I don't know. Let's find out.
Pamela has sabotaged my relationships on more than one occasion. I had a girl over. Pamela came over and made a really big scene. Pamela started punching me and telling me I was not a good dad. She sent Facebook messages and text messages to one of my exes saying that I was not a good father, a bad person, that she should not date me. Pamela drove my ex-girlfriend away because of her extreme behavior. She does not want me to be happy.
Well, Pamela claims her children say they're scared of their father. She says she's not brainwashing or coaching the kids and is willing to face jail time in order to protect them. And going to jail to protect them does exactly the opposite, because when you let the government into your family, you are turning your power over to somebody you do not know. You're turning your power over to somebody that does not know you. You're turning your power over to somebody that does not know your children, And they're going to go home that night and sleep in their bed no matter what happens. You too do not want to walk in that court in 9 days because you are getting ready to have a crapshoot. You are in a very bad situation because you are in defiance of a judge, and judges have what some people refer to as judge-itis. They take that real serious. And when you defy that, they can act real badly. You have created yourself a really bad record. You're yelling on text messages and stuff like that. That plays into exactly what you are accused of doing. You have created a record that impeaches yourself. She doesn't have to say anything. Both of you are facing danger. I'm telling you, if I were you, I would walk off of this stage, I would go into that green room, and I would work something out before I let some government stranger into my life dictate what's going to happen to my family. And I would grow up and be mature enough to know that there's unfinished emotional business between the two of you. You still have open wounds. You still have anger. You still have bitterness. You are not being fiduciaries for those children because you are still venting anger, hurt, all of these things that caused you to break up. You need to get that behind you. I'm willing to get you professional help to get that behind you. I'm willing to get you a co-parenting coach to get that behind you. And if that doesn't work, you can always go to court. But if I were you, I would ask for a continuance. I would do whatever I had to stay out of that courtroom until I had a chance to try to fix this, because it is a crapshoot, and one of you is getting ready to be really shocked, and I can't really tell you which one I think it is.
I just want to see something get done. That's what I want. I just want something to go forward.
Well, I'm offering to do it for you privately.
That'll work. That's what I'm here for, the kids.
One of these parents did not take the polygraph exam. We're going to find out why next. We asked them both to take a polygraph. He said no. She said yes. Joining us is Jack DeMarco. Jack is a former FBI special agent and polygraph examiner who has conducted over 3,500 tests in his career. I consider him to not be competent. I consider him to be the gold standard. I consider him to be the absolute best of the best. He's worked with the FBI, local law enforcement, Homeland Security. Jack, you conducted a polygraph exam with Pam. How did the exam go? Was there anything unusual, anything that we should know about?
No. Pam was cooperative and eager and answered all my questions.
And Pam, how did you find Mr. DeMarco? Did you think you were treated fairly and professionally? Do you think the exam that was given was professional and proper and fair?
Yes.
Okay. There were two questions. I just tore it open here. There were two questions asked. Did you ever instruct any of your children to make false allegations of abuse against their father? And your answer was?
No.
And then there was a second question. Did you ever coach any of your children to lie regarding Justin's behavior? And your answer was?
No.
And the results are that you were telling the truth. What's your reaction to that?
Just know I haven't been.
I'm sorry?
I haven't been coaching him. I haven't been telling him to say these things. I wouldn't put my kids through that.
Well, I'm glad you took this, and I'm glad you have this result. What's your reaction?
I'm glad. But, I mean, I also don't know how, I'm glad. I don't honestly believe that she never has, but I believe that she doesn't do it. Like, I thought maybe she did it a lot more.
What's that?
I thought maybe she did it constantly. I mean, now I know that she's maybe.
I've never done it. Never done it.
No, listen, this is not a close call. And
Even now and then, every now and then, or whatever you're trying to say.
No, I stand by what I said. Somebody is, whether it's these kids sing-songing themselves into it or hearing you talk to somebody else or whatever, they are not reporting this in a typical way. It is atypical. I'll let you keep that if you'd like. So what's to be done here? What are they going to do? I'm going to give them my final thoughts after the break. And I don't think that you're abusing those children. And you're saying, well, what? Life's not black and white. I know you have a temper, and I know you're a guy, and you maybe less sensitive than you need to be. But I don't think we have a big issue here that it's being blown up to be. I'm a mandated reporter, and if I believe there is child abuse going on, I'm required to report it within 24 hours and have every time that I've seen it here. I feel no compunction to report anything here because I don't believe that, and if I did, I would. I think you two, as I said, have unfinished emotional business. I think you are fools if you walk into that court because you're taking a risk that your children could wind up in foster care. They could say, you're going to have to go to jail. They could think you're coaching. They could think that you've got anger management problems until they're resolved. The children are not safe with you. They could say, we're going to put them into foster care until they can get another hearing and have them go with your parents or something, and that could wind up to be 2, 3 weeks or a month. Finding a place you can put 3 children together is very difficult. They could wind up being separated and put in different homes. Let me tell you, the foster system is broken. You do not want those kids in foster care. It's a dangerous situation. So I have offered to get you a family counselor. I have offered to try and help you resolve this between you by getting this court thing put off. What do you say to that?
Absolutely.
What do you say to that?
Yes.
And what that means is, and you're a lawyer, you can tell you, oh, don't listen to him, whatever. All I can do is tell you. But you need to vacate this thing. You need to take it off the calendar so you're not subject to being prosecuted for contempt and you're not subject to having your inventory taken. You need to get that off the court's calendar, and you guys need to get a mediator. You need to get with this family counselor. You sit down and you need to work this out, guys. It's time to work this out. Are these children here today? He can see his children today. And you can get up off this stage when we're done. You can walk back and see your children.
Okay, so in this episode, we have Pam and Justin, who are in a custody battle with their 3 kids. Pam is currently defying court orders for visitation, and she's not allowing Justin to see the kids and hasn't allowed him to see them for about 7 months. So she's saying she might go to jail, and she's okay with going to jail for that, which would then leave them with the dad, Justin. If he's actually abusing them, that's not a great strategy. In this episode, it sounded all throughout the episode that she's been coaching the kids. According to Dr. Phil and a third party, the kids speak as if they've been coached. They speak about these abusive experiences in a way that's unnatural for kids their age. The details don't match up with real life, like the details about the cars whizzing by and this hiding under the steps don't match up. But then Pam takes this lie detector test and it says she's telling the truth, and that it's not even a close call, that she's absolutely telling the truth. So I kind of feel like at the end of this episode, it's kind of inconclusive for me. I don't know what's going on. I'm really confused as to why Justin would not take a lie detector test. What's up with that? He seems like he's being honest in this episode, but then why not go ahead and take this test? And why have her take it and you choose not to take it? I don't know. That's just kind of suspicious to me. Yeah, I don't know. So what do you guys think about this? Because I really have no idea which side I should be on or what opinion I should have. I just feel like all of the details are kind of muddied. Both of them look like they're exhibiting some bad behavior, and both of them also look like they really love their kids and want the best for them. So I don't know. So you guys let me know what you think about this one. Do you believe that Justin is abusing his children? Or do you think the children are not being abused and instead they've been coached? If you think they've been coached, do you think they were coached by their mom, Pam? Or do you think they've been coached by some other person? Or like Dr. Phil said, maybe they're talking to each other and inventing things, or they overheard something and latched onto it. I don't know. You guys have any experiences with that? And do you agree with Dr. Phil that this is unnatural in the way that they were relaying the details of this abuse? So I'm really curious to see what you guys think about this and who you think is telling the truth. And what do you think about Justin refusing to take a lie detector test? You guys let me know. Drop it in the comments.